I'm George Bezani. I'm a New York-based painter and visual artist. During the Liquitex residency, I already had planned to actually continue working on a series titled Tension. My work is about environment that we're living in at the moment and all the impacts of technology, specifically on a society that is dealing with that. I draw my inspiration from pretty much everything and anything, but of course I do have a specific topics that I research and investigate, and I also have a tradition of having a scrapbook around me. It feels like a pool of information where you collect all of these ideas. You never know when things gonna become interesting and when things gonna come relevant in that moment. You're constantly collecting things in your scrapbook. I do have a background in fashion, and I think it does influence me at a certain point regarding the discipline around it, the research, the process, but I think it's just really a professional way of really navigating around your work. The palettes I use for the series of Tension, it's for me this first stage of trying and testing the colors on it to really experiment and see their pigments on the paper. I also like to keep them aside my actual work because it's really references the movement and the colors that you create before the color appears on the surface. So the process behind the painting is pretty much meditative process, layering of different colors and capturing the different mark making and evolving in that process as well. Also experimenting a little bit, as well as also trying to stick with the technique that I have found through the years. I immensely enjoyed working with Liquitex Basics Fluid Paint for its easiness, and it's actually fantastic specifically for my own practice with the variety of colors that I was given and with its consistency that was working perfectly for my practice as well. So I felt literally that it was chosen especially for me and for my practice. I think the most important moment in the present times for me has been the Liquitex residency, because it was the first time for me to really experience myself in a studio environment where I'm completely isolated from the outside world and I solely dedicate to the process itself. And the most important things that I'm taking from the Liquitex residency, I think, is the knowledge about the acrylic paint, new techniques that I discovered through the process. And there's some rituals that I think on a daily basis I discovered in myself as an artist. I always drink tea during the painting process, and I think it's also very essential for me to really have an agenda for a day to know what I'm working on. The advices I have for the young artists is to be humble, to be full of curiosity, and to be extremely hardworking. Never give up. Constantly work, work, and work.